think everyone can relate to the fact that they never have enough time to put together presentations. And they're frequently called upon to do the impossible in a very short order. And if what they want is high impact, and they want something that's going to be compelling, then they may want to use video and audio and animation.
I think that video is just going to become a very common way of communicating. I think that people will feel very comfortable in the long run working with video.
There really is no other tool out there on the Macintosh which integrates all of these elements as easily as MediaMaker. This is really a cutting-edge product which is going to do something that really hasn't been done on the Macintosh before. People have talked about it a lot.
Corporations that do not have on-staff multimedia designers can take advantage of MediaMaker because combining the ease of use of the Macintosh and the program's very friendly interface, it's possible to control all of those exotic multimedia devices.
We allow you to bring in video, we allow you to bring in animation. It was created in Director or any other programs for creating animation, CD music, Macintosh sound, graphics, text, and put it together and lay it out over time, time being very important because you're dealing with moving images, and then output that to what we like to call the laser writer of multimedia, which is a videotape recorder. A great example of a company using MediaMaker is O'Neill Surfwear. They have an R&D team that is designing a new surfboard, and they wanted to present their research findings on that new board design to their board of directors. Well, MediaMaker allowed O'Neill to take a lot of existing information and video footage of their surf team and integrate that with some new footage of the riders using the new board design, as well as using some director animations, and put that all together in one place, and then lay it out over time for presentation to their board of directors. Conveniently, MediaMaker is broken into two sections, the collection window and the sequence window. The collection window is where you bring all your elements together in one place so that you can organize it. Animations, graphics, video, audio. Gives you one place. Think of it as a multimedia library. From that library, you can bring out elements of your media and position them in the sequence window over time so that one logically follows the other to create your own sort of mini production. And the sequence window then allows you to present the information through time or put it out on videotape. So let's say I want to add an element of videotape to my collection. I would pull down the Elements menu and select videotape. I would get immediately an editor that's tailored to working with videotape. And so in this case, we'd press the play forward button, we would go forward to that point, and then press the set start button. Set start tells MediaMaker this is the beginning. We could play forward or fast forward to what we want as the end frame or the end of our shot, press the set end button, now you've just defined a clip of videotape. Once you've defined your shot, MediaMaker gives you the ability to preview that right from within the editor. So to do that, I would press the preview button. If you like the shot, then you can name it. Once you've named it, MediaMaker has a really nice facility if you have a frame-grabbing video board. By clicking in the image on the editor, I bring up a dialog box which asks me if I want to grab, essentially digitize a frame of video, any one of my choosing. So by doing that and pressing digitize, MediaMaker will go grab that frame of video and essentially shrink it down to create what we call a PICON, or picture icon. It gives you a quick visual frame of reference to that particular shot in your collection window. Okay, so we just created one element of videotape. But in O'Neill's case, what they wanted to do was work with a variety of media. So in the O'Neill collection, they brought together elements of videotape, animation, picked images, Macintosh sound, and CD music all together in their collection. And then from the collection, they brought that down to the sequence window for their presentation. The sequence window is essentially your timeline for how you lay out your media elements over time. On the left-hand side, we have our tracks. We have video, graphics, and animation in one track, and we have audio in the second track. If what you want to do is do graphic overlay on top of video, you can break it out and have a separate track for graphics. What I'm going to do is go up to the collection window, and I'm going to grab an element of videotape. I'm going to drag it from the collection window down into the sequence window. And what MediaMaker will do is either shorten or lengthen the PICON to give you a visual representation of how long that shot is. And you can see that by looking at the timeline. Then what I can do is go up and grab a piece of CD audio and drag that down to the sequence window. and it does the same thing. So in our sequence window, we already have a videotape element. And what we can do is go up to the collection window and grab an animation element, drag it down to the sequence window. If we don't like the order, let's say we want to move the videotape element to happen later in the timeline, we can simply select the videotape element, pick it up, move it over to the right, and then if we want to shorten or lengthen it, we grab the edge and slide it in or out to either lengthen or shorten that particular shot. So you have our sequence window with our two elements. What we can do is add additional elements from our collection window. We can reorganize, relay them out, we can extend or shorten our individual elements. And then once we have it just right, we can press the rewind button and then press play.
This new board design features ultralight foam and a concave bottom for speed and maneuverability.
One of the most important features in a small wave board is its weight.
This is what O'Neill did.
Very light, that way it's very...
And then to get the message out, to get their presentation out to a broader audience, they used print to video.